Hello and welcome to another playthrough of Marvel Champions, the card game. We are going to be using Captain America again, and this time going against Klaw. So Klaw, we're just doing standard. So Klaw 1 and 2, he has a scheme of 2, attack of 0, 12 hit points, and a force interrupt. When Klaw attacks, give him 1 additional boost card for this activation. So there's that. The main scheme is underground distribution. The attack on the shield facility has been linked to an underground weapons network. So we have Klaw 1 and 2, standard encounter set, and we didn't use Masters of Evil this time. We used the Doomsday Chair. So we got MODOK to deal with. So search the encounter deck for the defense network side scheme and reveal it. Shuffle the encounter deck and advance to 1B. So with defense network we already have out. So Klaw's criminal enterprise is protected by a gang of hired thugs. When revealed, place 1 additional threat per player. So it starts with 2 plus 1. It's going to have 3 on it to begin with. Has a crisis icon, which means we can't remove threat from the main scheme until that one's all gone. And then this side, 1B, your investigation reveals that the criminal enterprise is operated by Klaw, an old rival of the Avengers. So when this is revealed, discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play, engage with the first player. This is going to get 1 threat at the start of the villain phase. So we're going to go ahead and discard cards till we see a minion pop up. And we get a weapons runner. He has a scheme of 1, attack of 1, 2 health, and if he would have been revealed during the encounter step, he would gain surge. But since he's just being put in play, he doesn't get surge. Now we'll shuffle our obligation into the encounter deck. And then we have Steve Rogers, who is Captain America. So he has a recovery of 3, hand size of 6, and 11 hit points. He's living legend ability, reduce the cost of the first ally played each round by 1. And then his setup ability is search your deck for a discard pile for the Captain America shield upgrade and add to your hand, then shuffle your deck. He has a Thor of 2, attack of 2, defense of 2. On his Captain America side, hand size of 5. I can do this all day action. Discard 1 card from your hand and ready Captain America. You can limited to once per round. So we'll draw our 6 cards. Let's shuffle our deck one last time. And then draw our 6 cards. Alright, let's see what we drew. We got Enraged, Heroic Strike, Shield Block, Helicarrier, Mockingbird, and our shield. So we're going to keep Heroic Strike and Shield Block, I think. No, we're going to keep Heroic Strike and Helicarrier and discard the other 4. We'll just put our shield on top because we're going to get that back to our hand anyway. So we draw 4 more cards. Getting Tack Team, Uppercut, Relentless Assault, and another Heroic Strike. So our setup ability allows us to get our shield back to our hand. We will go ahead and flip over. We want to get our shield out, so we'll pay 1 resource to put our shield in play. So that's a restricted card. You get max 2 restricted cards per player. He gets +1 defense and gains Retaliate. We're going to go ahead and attack for 2 to take out the weapons runner. I'm going to pay 3 resources to do a Heroic Strike. So this is a attack, deal 6 damage to an enemy if you pay for this card using a physical resource, which we did. We get to stun the enemy. So he's going to take 6 damage and be stunned. So from 12 down to 6, and he's stunned. we're going to hold on to our Heroic Strike. And ready up, draw 4 cards. Drawing Agent 13, Shield Toss, Energy, and a Shield Block. Alright, so 1 threat is added to the main scheme. He tries to attack, but he's stunned, so we'll just remove that. And then we get an encounter card, which is Sound Manipulation. And in hero form, take 2 damage and Klaw heals 2 damage. So he's back up to 8. And we go down to 9. And this says take 2 damage, so I don't think he retaliates because it's not an attack. I don't think. So we will go ahead and pay 3 to do another Heroic Strike. We don't have a physical resource to pay for it this time, but it still does the 6 damage. It doesn't stun, and then we'll attack for 2 with Captain America. So first stage of Klaw already defeated. And we're on to stage 2. So now he has a scheme of 2, attack of 1. When revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for the Immortal Klaw and reveal it and shuffle the encounter deck. So he still has the interrupt where he gets an additional boost card when he attacks. He hasn't attacked yet, so we haven't had to deal with that. But yeah, I saw it when we were discarding cards earlier. So the Immortal Klaw. Klaw gets plus 10 hit points. When the scheme is defeated, he loses those hit points. So he has 18 health, but we'll put it at 28 for now because the Immortal Klaw is in play, and he gets 3 threat per player. So it's going to start with 3 on it. And then I will discard Shield Toss to ready using his ability. And then I think I'm going to thwart for 2. Alright, so then we're going to ready up. I have a shield block in hand. I'm going to save that. Draw 4 more cards. Drawing Enraged, Relentless Assault, Hulk, and Strength. Start of the villain phase. 2 threat add to the main scheme because of the acceleration icon on the Immortal Klaw. He's going to attack. He has 2 boost cards, so we'll defend. We have a defense of 3. He has attack of 1 plus 2 boosts. So 3, 4. So 4 damage. We'll take 1 and we retaliate for 1. Bringing him down to 27, and we're at 8. We get an encounter card dealt to us. And it's an attachment. So attach to Klaw. Klaw gains retaliate 1. After this character is attacked, deal 1 damage to the attacking character. Okay, so we can spend 1 of each resource to discard this card. So we'll stick it next to him. Hopefully remind us of that. So I do have 1 of each resource. I'll just pay those 3 and get rid of that so we don't get retaliated on. Then I'm going to pay 2 to put Hulk in play. He has 5 health, attack of 3. He can't thwart. So when he attacks, you discard the top card of your deck, and depending on the resource type that it generates, different things will happen. So we will attack for 3 to Klaw, bring him down to 24, and then we'll discard the top card, and it's a lightning bolt. So with that energy resource, it deals 1 damage to each character. So he takes a damage for that and for attacking. Captain America will take 1 damage, and Klaw will take 1 more damage. So he's at 23. I have no more cards in my hand. I think I'll stay in hero mode. Yeah, and draw 5 cards. Brings in Tigra, our Super Soldier Serum, Genius, Enhanced Awareness, and Fearless Determination. So this will go up to 5 out of 6. Klaw is going to attack. We'll defend again. So 1 plus 2 boost cards. So 3 damage plus a boost ability from Weapons Runner says to put it into play engaged with you. So he is, I'll keep my hero over here and that there. So we blocked all the damage, retaliate for 1. Claws down to 22. Weapons Runner attacks us for 1. We retaliate on him for 1. And then we will get an encounter card. And it says, Klaw attacks you. If this attack deals damage, place 1 threat on the main scheme. So that is not good. I'm going to have to block with Hulk. Don't want to, but can't take an attack. So it's 1 plus 2, so 3 damage, which is enough to take out Hulk. Just enough. So, don't ready. No. First thing we'll do is use Fearless Determination. Captain America gets +1 thwart until the end of the phase, and you draw a card. Drawing Combat Training. So we will pay 2 with Genius to get our Super Soldier Serum out. So what that does, it's a resource card. You can exhaust it to generate a physical resource. And we'll do that right now. Paying 2 more resources to get Tigra. Thwart of 1, attack of 2, 3 health. And after she attacks and defeats a minion, heal 1 damage from her. We will use her to thwart for now. I'll leave that for now. I'm going to attack for 2 onto the Weapons Runner. Just to get him out of the way. She takes a damage. The healing happens before she takes the damage, so she doesn't heal this time. That is our turn. I think we're going to... We'll stay in hero form. We'll be fine. Drawing 5 cards. Power Regression, Enraged, Avengers Mansion, Tag Team, and Relentless Assault. 2 threat added to the main scheme, which makes it go to 7. So that is completed. And then 2A is Secret Rendezvous. Klaw has found a buyer for his illegal weapons. It's up to you to stop the sale, but the meeting is surrounded by Klaw's cronies. When revealed, discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play, engage with the first player. Advance to 2B. Then on 2V, it says Klaw's meeting with the Crimson Cowl. Fine. So Klaw and the mysterious figure dart into the shadows when you confront them, and Klaw's minions move to cover their escape. So once this gets 8, we are defeated. So we have to get a minion out. Hopefully it's not MODOK. But at this point, it might be. Okay, no. It's just the Armored Guard. Comes in with Guard and Tough. 0 scheme, 1 attack, 3 health. Okay. So now the villain's going to attack. We will defend this time. 2 boost cards, so 1 plus 3 plus 1, so 5 damage. We blocked 3 of it. We take 2. Down to 4. He takes 1 for retaliate. Armored Guard is going to attack us for 1. We retaliate for 1 to get rid of his tough. But we're down to 3 now. And then we get an encounter card dealt to us. It's an advance. So the villain schemes. So it's going to be 2 plus boost card of 1, so 3. So we can use Power of Aggression to pay for our Relentless Assault, and if deal 5 damage to a minion, if you paid using physical resource, for this attacking is overkill, so we use 2 wilds that we can use as physical. So it's 3 to the Armored Guard, and 2 goes to Klaw, bringing him down to 19. Okay, so then we're going to pay 2 resources and a third one to get Tack Team out. So that comes in with 3 counters, and you can exhaust this and remove a counter to deal 2 damage to an enemy. So we'll just put 2 on it, because we're going to remove 1 right away to deal 2 damage. Down to 17. And then Tiger will go ahead and thwart for 1 to get rid of the Immortal Klaw side scheme. And then that brings Klaw's extra 10 hit points away to, so he's at 0, or not 0, he's at 7. And then we will, so that would be at, we can't risk flipping over at this point. We're just going to have to draw 5 cards. Try to deal 7 damage. Super Soldier Serum, Nick Fury, Tack Team, Shield Toss, and Power of Aggression. So 1 threat added to the main scheme, and he will attack us for 2. There's only 1 boost card available right now. So we're going to get an acceleration token. So it's going to get an extra threat at the start of every villain phase from here on out. And shuffle that deck. Get a second boost card. We're defending, by the way. So that's 1 plus 3, that's 4. We blocked 3 of it. So we take 1 and retaliate for 1. Falls down to 6. We're down to 2. There are some cards that make us take 2 damage, so we get our encounter card and hope for the best. So attach the minion with the highest printed hit points. Okay, so biomechanical upgrade against surge. Basically, nothing else happens because there's no minion. And then we get the Doomsday Chair. If MODOK is not in play, search the encounter deck and discard power for MODOK and put it into play, engage with you, then shuffle the encounter deck. This comes in with 8 threat on it. So I think we're not going to even pay attention to that. We'll see what MODOK does. He's right on the bottom. So MODOK, scheme of 2, attack of 2, and retaliate 2. He has 8 health. So if we attack him, we'll die. So we're just going to leave him there. We will first have Tigra attack for 2. That brings Klaw down to 4. Use our attack team to deal 2 damage. Klaw's down to 2. And then we will pay 4 to put in Nick Fury. And when he comes in, he has a thwart of 2, attack of 2, 3 health. And then when you can either remove 2 threat from a scheme, draw 3 cards, or deal 4 damage to an enemy. We're going to deal 4 damage to Klaw when he comes in, so Klaw is defeated. So that was Captain America was enough to defeat Klaw on standard form. So that's all for this video. Stay tuned for deck construction. Okay, and for deck construction, we had Captain America with his basic 15 cards. His shield, 3 heroic strikes, super soldier serums, fearless determination, 2 of those, shield block, 2 of those, shield toss, 2 of those, Agent 13, Steve's apartment, and Captain America's helmet. 15 of those cards. So the aggression cards that we used 2 power of aggressions. 2 uppercuts, 3 relentless assaults, 2 combat trainings, and 3 tack teams. We use 3 enraged, and Hulk and Tigraf. Basic cards: Energy, Strength, Genius, Enhanced Awareness, Helicarrier, Avengers Mansion, Mockingbird, and Nick Fury. We have our Obligation card and Captain America's Nemesis, Baron Zemo. He never came out in this playthrough. So for Klaw, we had the Klaw standard cards, and then we had the Doomsday Chair with MODOK, who came out at the end, but it was too late, and the standard cards. So if you enjoyed that video, please like and subscribe, and have a great day.